wanted demons to be empowered, but this is the wrong way, and I'd love some advice.
The hiatus is finally over for Hazbin Hotel fans, as we jump into the second season with a phenomenal first 2 episodes. Things are different from the way we last saw them, as sinners crowd the hotel in hopes of joining Charlie's angel-slaying army. Of course, Charlie wants nothing to do with a potential war or having more blood on her hands, so the constant demands from her people start to overwhelm her. With all the chaos, she reaches out to her mom for help. Like in the first season, she calls Lilith to reach the answering machine, adding another voicemail to the 7 years of ignored calls. Charlie has no idea where her mom disappeared to, but we get to see Lilith in heaven, keeping to herself and hanging up on her daughter. Charlie admires her mom, and Lucifer seems to agree that Lilith loved Charlie, so I can't wrap my head around the missed calls and absent mother act. In today's video, we'll theorize why Lilith may be avoiding Charlie. Number 1. Undercover in heaven. A lot is going on in heaven, and we learned in the first season that some of the higher-ranking angels are more corrupt than they let on. Adam, Lut, and the exorcists seem far from angelic when they're willing to slaughter innocent souls, whereas Sarah and the elder angels seemingly cast out Lucifer for defying their plans and going against their leadership. There's not much room for forgiveness, redemption, or change in the current system, and that's bound to push some buttons in the demons who once lived in heaven. Lucifer is considered the first of the fallen, but he took Lilith and the 7 deadly sins down with him, or at least, that's what the lore leads us to believe. We know that Lilith took to leading hell as efficiently as she could. According to Charlie, she always knew what to say, be it to inspire her people or to rally them when they stepped out of line. Lilith also wanted demons to feel empowered. But while Charlie believes rising against heaven is the wrong way to give them that power, Lilith might be eager to start a rebellion. Her long-term stay in heaven might be a deep cover mission, providing her with the perfect way to gather information on the angels and find the best way to bring them down, whether with information or a weapon.
I think what makes me saddest is that none of us got to say goodbye.
Number 2. Secrets about Charlie. Everyone in heaven and hell operates by a set of rules. For starters, there's a hierarchy of power in each realm that everyone abides by. But in hell, the hierarchy dictates how a demon will live and what their role in life will be. Hellborn demons make up a lot of the population in the lower rings, and that's because they're able to have children and live like humans do on Earth. It doesn't seem like sinners have the same ability to have children or secondary families once their souls arrive in hell, which makes Charlie pretty unique. For starters, she is the daughter of Lucifer, a heaven-born angel who could likely have children and a family in his original realm. However, she's also the daughter of Lilith, the first human to reside in hell. Maybe the rules around demons in their lives aren't as strict as they appear, but I'm curious about Charlie, her birth, and the amount of Lucifer's power she inherited. We don't know much about Charlie's childhood so far, and it's possible that Lilith left to keep a secret about her daughter from coming to light, especially as she came closer to inheriting the throne.
Dad, how do you deal with all the stress of being in charge of things?
Number 3. She disapproves of the hotel. I can't say if hellborn demons act the way they do because of nature versus nurture, but I do think it's interesting that Charlie's the only demon in the Helliverse who acts pretty angelic. I'm sure you can all agree with me there. We could swap her out with Emily, and none of us would question her living in heaven. Charlie's peaceful personality might come from her angelic blood, or the fact that she's more angel than demon, and that could be the secret Lilith's trying to keep. For various reasons, I doubt anyone in hell would take her or Charlie seriously if they knew she was an angel. That said, if Lilith disapproves of Charlie's peaceful approach to saving hell, then she definitely disapproves of the Hazbin Hotel. Like Lucifer, she must assume that redeeming a sinner's soul is an impossible task, and that her daughter, while well-intentioned, is wasting her time. She might accept that Charlie can't help her optimistic and kind personality, but running the Hazbin Hotel literally puts a target on her back that Lilith can't protect her from. At some point, Charlie grew up and started making her own decisions, and instead of watching her little girl get hurt, Lilith may have found it easier to leave hell altogether.
My dad just called. He said that the leader of the angel army wants to meet. He asked if I could go instead.
Number 4, she's protecting Charlie. I can't see how leaving her only child behind would have any benefit for Charlie. But maybe something is happening behind the scenes that forced Lilith's hand. In the first season, we get a flashback of Lilith taking a young Charlie away from Lucifer, who had become withdrawn, depressed, and uninterested in ruling hell. At the time, Charlie still wanted to spend time with her dad, but Lilith chose to create a divide between them because she viewed Lucifer as a bad influence. In my mind, that's the act of a protective mother. And given that Charlie grew up to keep the personality we all know and love, I don't think Lilith tried to force her to conform to hell's expectations. All of the evidence points to Lilith being a caring, supportive, and attentive mother, one who loved Charlie and supports her, even if she doesn't believe in redemption. From what we know of her so far, it just doesn't make sense for Lilith to abandon Charlie or her throne without a good reason. So, maybe the reason she left hell is because of Charlie. Maybe someone powerful came down from on high and made a threat that sent Lilith running as far as she could go, all to protect the person most important to her.
So, everyone who isn't here to be redeemed, please leave now.
Number 5, guilt makes her distant. We also can't ignore the fact that Lilith is human at the end of the day. Her reputation precedes her, and while she appears rational and put together, we have to assume that other emotions get the best of her from time to time. Humans also make mistakes, and those mistakes might stick with them longer than they care to admit. It's possible that whatever sent Lilith to heaven 7 years ago is long done now, but she can't bring herself to face the guilt of leaving her family. She left suddenly, without explanation. She receives phone calls from Charlie, but despite ignoring them all, she keeps her phone number the same. She must go back and listen to those voicemails. Charlie's a saint for not holding a grudge against Lilith, and her mom knows how desperate she is to reunite. How can she explain making her daughter feel so much pain, abandonment, and loneliness? More importantly, how can she repent for all the harm she caused? For Lilith, it might be easier to stay away.
Tomorrow, the Exorcist angels will face a hell ready to defend itself and win!
Yeah!
Number 6, a binding contract with heaven's officials. Okay, so most of my theories were mainly guesses, but we do get one hint throughout the episodes that might give us a real explanation. In the first season's finale, Luke goes to Lilith to deliver the news of Adam's death. She tells Lilith that because Adam is dead, their deal is done, and that if Lilith wants to stay in heaven, she has to go back down and deal with Charlie, since Lute is now in charge of the exorcists. But a month goes by before the second season begins, and Lilith doesn't do anything to stop Charlie. More importantly, Sarah decides that Adam's son Abel will become the exorcist's new leader, preventing Lute from giving further commands or invoking this previous deal with Lilith. Unfortunately, we never find out what agreement Lilith and Adam made, but I have to assume it has something to do with Lilith living in heaven. I would love to know what she gave heaven in return, but she's definitely sworn to secrecy, because no one will want the Queen of Hell's presence to be revealed.
I was his right hand!
Yeesh, that's gotta sting.
Shut up, Peter! You're just a glorified mascot!
Number 7, preparing for something bigger. With tensions rising between heaven and hell, it's possible that Lilith left home to prepare for something bigger. Like Charlie said, Lilith wanted the demons to feel empowered, and Lilith may hold a grudge after heaven sentenced her to hell. She might have started putting plans in motion for a revolution years ago, but knew that neither Lucifer nor Charlie would want to participate. She might love her family, but that doesn't mean they wouldn't stand in her way, and as the queen, she needs to act for the good of her people. If war between heaven and hell really is on the way, Charlie may be shocked to discover her mom at the center of it all.
Emily's going to take me to a zoo where all the animals are actually soft. You coming?
I need a break. But hug a koala for me.
I wish I had more answers, but Hazbin Hotel's not letting many clues slip with this one. Lilith's silent role and her only associates being the influential players in heaven mean that her circumstances remain on a need-to-know basis. I wouldn't be surprised if Emily had no idea the Queen of Hell lived among the angels. And if she did, she would demand answers for all of us. It's hard to say which of these theories might be the correct one, but I'm willing to bet it's a combination of a few, including secret contracts, protecting Charlie, and something bigger that's yet to be revealed. What do you think about these theories? How do you feel about Lilith and her absence? As always, we love to see your thoughts in the comments below.
It's so nice to meet one of Angel's friends. Oh, he never brings anyone around.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
No! I am the host of the hotel. You might have heard of me from my radio broadcast.